If your electrical business doesn't have software by 2025, you're building a mess you don't even know exists. And that mess will have to be untangled one day. Software is where everything happens: your quotes, your pricing, your customers, and all your data. So today, let's look at the top 3 softwares that are best for electrical service businesses. I still hear from so many electricians that are still using just QuickBooks and spreadsheets. And it works until it doesn't. And once you start growing, juggling multi-day jobs, sending real quotes instead of rough numbers, and getting paid before you leave becomes more and more important. They start to realize that QuickBooks isn't built for this. And in 2025, the businesses running smooth have one thing in common: the right software running everything behind the scenes. And software isn't a luxury anymore. It's become the backbone of your business. It stores all your customer data, handles your pricing, sends out reminders, tracks your jobs, and keeps your entire operation organized. Without it, you're constantly chasing information, trying to remember what you quoted, or hunting down who still owes you a deposit or an outstanding bill. And look, the wrong software can make you feel like you're fighting against your own business, and you won't use it to its full potential, and eventually you'll stop using it altogether. Now, I've tested tons of these platforms over the last 5 years in my own electrical business, and these are the 3 that actually work for us electricians in 2025. First up, we have Jobber, which is known to be simple, clean, and reliable. If you're looking for a software that is fast, looks great, and just works without a steep learning curve, Jobber is a strong choice. It's been around for a while and has become one of the most popular options for small service-based electrical businesses. And for a good reason: it's designed to help you run your business and not learn a new one. With Jobber, you get everything you need to quote, schedule, and invoice your customers in one clean interface. The layout is simple and fast, and even if you're not tech savvy, you'll be comfortable with using it within a day. Drag and drop calendar makes scheduling and dispatching incredibly easy. You can assign jobs, set recurring visits, and even route technicians efficiently to save time on the road. Combine that with automated email and text reminders, you'll see a major drop in no-shows or late payments. And for quoting, Jobber lets you build estimates with line items, attach photos, and even include optional add-ons that a customer can choose from, which puts more money in our pocket. And once approved, converting those estimates to jobs or an invoice is seamless. Jobber payments makes collecting money painless. Customers can pay your techs right in the field, which eliminates chasing money instantly. And since it supports both US and Canada, it's one of the few systems that handles payments well in both countries. And on the back end, Jobber connects directly with QuickBooks, keeping your accounting clean. It also allows spreadsheet import of your price list, so you can upload a flat rate price book at once instead of entering it all manually. And for smaller teams, this saves a lot of setup time. Now let's talk about the downsides. Jobber's price book feature is pretty limited. It's essentially a single long list of services and materials. And if you have a big service catalog or use a flat rate price book, it can be tricky to navigate. You have to memorize item names rather than browsing through categories, which can leave revenue on the table because your techs don't see everything, and inevitably, they'll forget they exist. Now, reporting is another weak spot. You get basic revenue and performance summaries, but you can't really drill into data deeply like you can in other systems. If you rely heavily on analytics, you may find this frustrating. And lastly, while Jobber's core plan starts affordably at $29 a month, some of the more advanced automations like route optimization and quote follow-ups require higher tiers. So if you plan to grow, expect the cost to rise. Most users end up on their Grow plan, coming in at $149 per month. A Jobber is ideal if you want something fast, reliable, and easy to train your team on. It's built for simplicity, not customization. It's perfect for small electrical businesses that want to get software into their business without overly complicated features or setup. But for those of you who want something a little more, listen up, because the next software might solve some of those issues. Now, the second software we're going to look at is Housecall Pro, which is feature pack, but honestly, kind of janky. Housecall Pro is one of the most powerful field service platforms on the market, and you can see it the moment you start using it. It's designed to automate everything from customer communication to invoicing, and it does it incredibly well. Where Housecall Pro really shines is automated customer communication. The software automates text, emails, and updates throughout the entire job process. And when you dispatch a job, your customer automatically gets a text saying you're on the way. After the job, you can automatically request a Google review, helping you build your reputation without lifting a finger. And partially how I got over 140 Google reviews for my own electrical business. The Pricebook in Housecall Pro is another standout feature, and quite frankly, the reason I have it. It's organized, searchable, and visually intuitive. You can group services together in organized categories that make it easy for your techs in the field to use when putting their quotes together. And when your techs can see everything you offer every single day, they'll be more likely to offer a service you guys have they otherwise might not have thought of. A proven way to boost your average ticket and grow your revenue. Also, payment processing is fast. They use InstaPay for the USA, which is a game changer. You can get your money the same day instead of waiting a few days for the deposits. The platform also integrates third-party financing options, letting your customers apply for payment plans directly from the quote. And for bigger electrical projects, that's huge. It also offers powerful data tracking and reporting tools. You can run reports on sales, profitability, technician performance, and marketing return on investment. Now, that being said, users have reported that sometimes the data doesn't quite add up. The report might show numbers that contradict what's on the dashboard, and for detail-driven owners, that can be confusing. Now, you can put in the work to clean this all up, but it should also be said that this is constantly a big issue their users have. Now, another con with Housecall Pro is that their deposits feature is completely broken. To this day, when you take a simple deposit from a customer who accepts a job, the software will start sending late invoice notices to your customers before you've even started the work. And quite frankly, this just pisses people off and causes bad customer service. And all they offer are janky workarounds. And being in an industry like electrical, where taking deposits is part of the business, this can be pretty frustrating. Lastly, pricing for Housecall Pro starts at $59 a month for a single user, but most electricians end up on the Essentials plan at $149 a month. Now, this isn't cheap, but for businesses that rely on strong customer communication, an easy-to-use Pricebook, and automation, it can be worth it. Now, the next software is a great middle ground, and if you're not loving the sound of Jobber or Housecall Pro, and then you'll want to hear about the next software we're featuring. And for the third and final software review, we're going to go over FieldPulse, which is customizable and a fully featured app. FieldPulse is the dark horse in this lineup, not as widely known as Jobber or Housecall Pro, but easily the most customizable trades-focused software of the three. It's designed from the ground up for electricians, HVAC, and plumbing companies, and it shows in how deeply it handles complex jobs. Where FieldPulse sets itself apart is flexibility. You can customize workflows, create job templates, and automate notifications to match exactly how your business operates. For example, you could build a workflow that automatically triggers a follow-up inspection a week after a major installation, or sends out a quote reminder 48 hours after you send it. Most apps lock you into their system. FieldPulse bends to yours. Its Pricebook is robust and built for flat-rate service models, and you can load your entire catalog of services, materials, and labor with individual costs and markup. Each quote automatically calculates profit margins, helping you ensure price consistency and profitability. You can even track those margins job by job or across your whole business. FieldPulse also has scheduling, quoting, invoicing, and project management all in one place. The project management tools are especially useful for electrical contractors doing multi-day installs or renovations. You can manage multiple phases of a project, attach photos and files, and track materials or equipment used. It's more advanced than most service apps in this category. Another big strength is the team management tracking. Employees can clock in or out through the app, log job updates, and upload photos, all with GPS verification. And this is great for accountability, especially with remote or multi-truck teams. The mobile app is fully functional too, meaning you can manage your entire business from your phone. And on the payment side, FieldPulse offers integrated credit card and ACH payments in the US, though it's not available yet in Canada. For Canadian users, that's a major drawback, since you'll need to process payments separately. Another inconvenience is that the bulk import feature for your Pricebook requires help from support. They'll enable the import function and walk you through it, but that's not something you can do on your own. Now, unfortunately, FieldPulse doesn't list their pricing on their page and want you to go through a demo just to get some pricing, so I can't tell you what it costs per month. But FieldPulse is the most adaptable system here. It's for owners who want to build their software around their business and not the other way around. It takes more setup time, but once you're up and running, it's powerful enough to handle every part of your operation. Now, what are my recommendations? If you want an easy, fast, and reliable software, Jobber is the answer. If you want high-end features and don't mind some upkeep, Housecall Pro could be great for you. And if you want the flexibility and plan to scale and you're not Canadian, FieldPulse is probably the best answer. And if I were starting my electrical business from scratch in 2025, knowing what I know now, I'd start with Jobber. It's the right balance of simplicity, performance, and price, and you can get it up and running quickly, and it covers everything you need to quote, bill, and manage jobs without a ton of headaches. We're all blue-collar tradesmen after all, and managing software is not our passion. So, software is the backbone of your business. We know that now. Once you pick the right one, everything else falls in place. Quoting, scheduling, payments, customer communication, data, all that stuff. So don't delay in getting software. Just pick one and get it in place. And now that you know the top 3 softwares for electricians in 2025, the next step is building your price book so your quotes actually sell. So click here to watch my video on building a flat rate price book for electricians.